is also an ordinance case. I don't know why they set this on a Thursday. Wish they wouldn't. Oh, it's a Centerville case. Expired plate, no ops on person, had no temporary permit, no passenger with license. So what's the status of your license now?
I have to pay something. I don't know. I gotta go pay something to get this restriction or whatever it is that's on it. I gotta go pay that. The car that I was stopped in, I'm not operating that car. That was somebody that I was with. She told me the car was legal. She let me use it, go to Walmart, and I got stopped and they told me it wasn't. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is I don't even talk to her no more. I'm not even operating that vehicle.
So it was not his car. Whose car was it?
Anna Wired I'm pretty sure Wired.
All right, and you can working on clearing up your restriction.
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere and pay something.
Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Are you back in Three Rivers?
No, as of now, my new address is in Vandalia.
All right, we'll get that. You have a valid ID. You had an instructional permit that expired February 26th. So you had a temporary permit. You just didn't have somebody in the car with you. You got an unpaid ticket here in Centerville.
Wait, like you saying like a previous one or like?
That's what it shows here.
So when they stopped me, they gave me the ticket.
I don't know. Let me take a look. I'm surprised they gave you a temporary permit if you had unpaid tickets. So that must be old. I don't see any unpaid tickets on here.
I don't have any. Oh, it's the state, maybe the state board that stopped me when I was on my way from work on 131.
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's the only thing.
8. Speeding on 8/27. Yeah, that's it.
That's the one. That's what I gotta pay to get the restriction off. That's what I have to pay. Yeah, other than that, you shouldn't see anything.
It didn't show up on my cheat sheet, but it does show that you have an unpaid speeding ticket.
That's the one.
Maybe I missed it. Let me look again. No, I didn't. We didn't catch it. I don't have time to look at each one of these myself, but I'm going to send you out to the counter. We'll get new address.
That was not on the docket yesterday. Looked like it was just scheduled yesterday.
All right, maybe
In
that's
our
why.
system, you probably got it beforehand.
Maybe that's why I didn't show up. 1/27/26. They put it in there on January 27th, so I'm not sure. Get new. Need to pay ticket. And clear with SOS. All right, I'm going to set a pretrial for 2/26 at 8:30. So I'm going to send you out to the counter. We'll get address, unpaid ticket. You can deal with that. We'll set this for a pretrial and the prosecutor can see what you got accomplished between now and when I see you then. I won't give you a handwritten notice because you got to go to the clerk anyway, so they'll give you a formal notice. All right, Mr. Rhodes, I'll see you later in February.
Can I tell you one thing before I go?
Yes, sir.
I'd love to see all your success with the YouTube and everything, but can I tell you something?
Yes,
You
sir.
don't look at people in the eyes enough.
I don't?
You look at that computer.
Oh.
You don't look at us.
All right, well, that's good to know.
You're supposed to judge us. Look me in my eye.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at your picture of you. All right, thank you, Mr. Rhodes. I'll take that as constructive criticism. All right, Robert Gowan. Boy, we have a lot of no-shows. Good morning. So are you Robert Alicia Gowan?
Yes, sir.
And we've met, but I need to identify you for the record. Mr. Gowan, you got charged with larceny. It's kind of a strange one. The file number is 251144SM. Did the officers give you an advice of rights sheet?
Yes.
Could I have that? Thank you. This is 251144SM. You got charged with stealing somebody's electricity. The complaint alleges that you stole electricity that belonged to your neighbor, Mark Cornish, last February and sometime after that. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $200. So it's a strange kind of a charge that you like plugged your electricity, somebody cut a hole in his barn, and that's the allegation. How do you plead to that?
Not guilty.
You want me to appoint a lawyer for
Yes.
you? Appoint an attorney, set attorney pretrial for March 6th. We're going to be busy on that day also at 8:30. The affidavit's kind of confusing. This is on US 12 in Sturgis Township. He has a barn on it. They pay their bills ahead of time. He got a bill for $191.29. Some of this goes back to 2024. They found the extension cords and traced them over to your property. And so there's a lot going on here. Anyway, we'll get a lawyer to help you with it and set it for a pretrial. Are you still on Schimmel Road?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm interested to see where this goes, but for now, I'll show you pled not guilty. You've been patiently waiting for your turn. We'll get an attorney appointed. Same deal. They're going to appoint a lawyer. I want you to contact the lawyer, make an appointment to discuss this with it prior to that date of March 6th. All right, you're good to go, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we got Kyle Wellington. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're not really last. Everybody else is gonna be coming back in.
Okay.
But you were the last guy to get logged in, so you're the last name on my list.
I apologize. I was coming from Buchanan.
Well, you're here now.
Yes, sir.
You're here on a charge of domestic violence, second offense, which is a serious charge. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. They charge you with 2 counts of it. So let's take a look. Oh, they charge this as a felony, aggravated domestic violence, second offense. Which makes it a felony punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. It's alleged that you had a previous domestic assault, but you did an aggravated domestic assault on Amanda Leigh Maston. And an aggravated domestic assault is punishable by up to a year in jail. But if you have a previous domestic assault, it makes it a 5-year felony. You're also charged as a habitual offender, which would make the maximum here up to 7.5 years. So I don't have jurisdiction to take your plea to show that you were live for arraignment and show a plea of not guilty. Appoint an attorney. Set pre-exam. They didn't catch that this was a felony. Pre-exam will be February 17th at 8:30. And if we need a prelim, it will be February 24th, 26 at 1 o'clock. Now, you also got charged with no insurance. And apparently you didn't deal with that. Let's take a look.
There is, I'm pretty sure there was insurance. If not, there is insurance on the vehicle now.
All
I
right.
called the number and,
You were set for January 22nd. They gave you a new notice for this morning. So you have insurance now. I'm gonna set that for pre-trial with a felony for 2/17/26 at 8:30. So the no insurance and the domestic violence felony case are all set for the same date, which will be February 17th at 8:30. So I'm gonna send you with a court officer. They'll give you notice. All right, here's your instruction. I want you to call your lawyer, make an appointment to discuss this with him
okay.
prior to your pre-exam date on February 17th.
Yes, sir.
Hold on to that proof of insurance and share that with your attorney. All right, I'll
Say
see
something,
you.
sir.
What's that?
I mean, for the record, when it comes to the DV, it was always just like, so the
All right.
first,
All right, well, I don't want you to say any more about it at this hearing. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say, but I don't want you to say anything about it till you
Sorry.
get a chance. You don't need to apologize. I appreciate your willingness to talk to me, but for your own right, I want to make sure you get a chance to talk to your lawyer first.
okay,
All right.
Thank
You're
you.
good to go. All right, Paul, we got lots of no-shows. Luis Vergara Silva, charged with indecent exposure. It was set for jury trial in front of Judge Pattison. Stip to adjourn.